Part 2, Design. So next we're going to use the surface that we've created, and we're going to create a proposed centerline for a berm structure that might serve as a proposed project. First thing we'll do is create a layer called Berm Structure, and we'll do that on the Layers dialog box. I'm going to make it red, and I'm going to set it current. Next, I'm going to turn off the colors for the LiDAR data to make it a little less distracting. Lastly, what I think I'll do is turn off the photo so that I can see my contours a little bit more clearly. So I'll go up here to my layers, come down to the photo layer, and I'm going to freeze it. Now I'm going to look around for an area that might be a good place for a drainage structure. Something around here I think is good. I'm going to look around and see. As you lay your cursor over any of the contours, you'll see that you can find what the contour elevation is. So up around here, I see I'm at contour elevation 981, and here's 982. And if I follow that 981 around, maybe around here. So let's go into the line draw command, and we're just going to draw a line that comes up something like this. And coming over maybe something like this. Let's put a radius in here, and once I do that, then I can move around. I want to make sure that these points are coplanar. So I'm going to click on it, right click, go to Properties, and see that the beginning and the ending elevation is 0. Let's see about this one. Right click, go to Properties. Also beginning, the ending elevation is not 0, so I'll change that. And now that I have two coplanar lines, I can come up here to curve between two lines, pick one, pick the other, select radius by typing an R at this point, and let's try a radius of, I'm not sure, maybe 50 feet. Okay, that might be okay. Maybe we can undo and let's try a radius of 80, see what that looks like. So we'll pick a line and a line and hit enter, and we'll try 80. And maybe that looks okay. So now we're going to zoom in a little bit closer, and we're going to connect these lines together as a polyline. Once they're a polyline, then I can stretch them. So I'm going to P-edit, M for multiple, click on all three objects. So I have line, curve, line. When the computer asks if I want to convert those to polylines, I say yes, and I want to join them. I want a fuzz distance of 0, and now we can see that this is a one solid object. So let's move this around using the Autocad Move command. And we're going to move it so that it gets in the pretty much the right position. So if I check over here, lay my cursor here, I can see that's at elevation 983. And following that contour, nope, I want this one here, 982. If I follow this contour around, here's elevation 982, so I know that if I build this like this, we can fill in this whole area, filling elevation 982 and lower. Now there's a couple ways to cut off this line here. I can use just a standard line command, and I can draw in like that, and then use the trim command. That'll trim that off. Let's see if I did that right. There's elevation 982, following along. Here's elevation 982 here. I'll do the same thing. Using trim, I'll cut that off. So now I have a decent looking berm, and now I'm going to move forward.